Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are after market close on Wednesday, August 9th. We're going to take a look at any today. Any, as you can see here, if we zoom out, has been quite flat for quite some time. So much so that after we put in some levels and trend lines on this platform, we're not going to get anything out of Thinkorswim because it's been so flat. This is what the channel looks like. It's here. So useless on that front, but we'll see what we can get from here as we zoom in on the daily. So, although it does sort of accumulate a relatively flat structure over a prolonged period of time, it can have large daily or weekly moves. As you see today, even it's down over 8%. So, I mean, dollars and cents wise, it's tiny because the stock price is low, but there's sort of movement happening, just sort of generally really, really flat. One thing that seems to stand out here is this gap, which might not quite yet be full. It seems to fall just above the price action here, and that gap would come down with the low on this day here. The low on this day, 371. So, if it's going to come up and fill that gap at some point, that's certainly quite a bit of a move from where it is today. I'm trying to see, I was wondering if there was a downtrend line, but not really, because there's all of this topping out here. There's a more recent, very steep downtrend, but I'm not going to put that in at the moment. I think we're better off grabbing some support and resistance levels, and then if something seems to take more sustained shape in the future, we can come add in some trend lines, whatever they may be. So these are some levels that seem to frequently attract support and resistance, or support flipping to resistance, vice versa. Okay. And so I should put in some levels a bit further down because we're right about at that last candle. So let's see, this gets a little bit tricky. Okay, we got one there. And these are going to be really tight in, but that's okay. It could be pretty useful for, a 10-minute chart or something like that. So these are the levels as I currently see them. Let me see if, scrolling back isn't going to do us any additional good. Let me pop one more in here. Okay. So from the bottom up, I see 180, 186, 195, 205 is where we are right now, 222, 232, 252 on the twos. Let me see if there's anything that seems apparent between this 202 level, which I might have skipped because I couldn't see it. Yeah, I'd say right around here. It's probably worth putting in. Okay, yeah, right about 215. So the nearest in levels there, this 202 level and then this 215 level. So I don't know if it will move through there and sort of establish one or the other as a floor or a ceiling relatively quickly, or if it might sort of trade sideways in between those for the time being. I have to kind of wait and see. Since Thinkorswim isn't going to do us much good, I will pull in the EMAs here, take a look and see if anything interesting is happening there. I mean, a bit, it's lined up exactly as you would expect it to be, complete downtrend lineup here. But, relatively recent crossovers, the 8 and the 21 over the 34. So I don't know if it's just going to start picking up some downward pressure, or if it's going to be able to bounce off of this like 202 level and stabilize a bit, or even reverse course. But that's probably something to keep an eye on the MACD here. it's sort of, it could be kind of faking out picking up momentum. It's a little bit hard, it does that periodically. You see it here as well, right? Sort of fake picked up momentum, died off, and then it actually made the move. So I don't know if it's doing something similar here, but that, may be worth keeping an eye on. The DMA, the DDD line is in yellow here is kind of potentially flattening out a bit. We'll see. It's it could obviously separate further from the AMA line and really push hard down, but it's looking like in this little groove right here, it's looking like it might want to try to stabilize sideways and then maybe have a bullish crossover. We'll see. It's sitting pretty flat right near the zero level at the moment, so certainly nothing prohibiting it from making a big move one way or the other. But in a stock that's spent so much time sort of sideways, to have these pretty wild day-to-day fluctuations, I wouldn't be shocked if it too sort of gets some stabilization on that day-to-day chart as well. We'll see. So, it's funny to zoom out and you see this looks so flat, but like I said, it's pretty big percentage changes from, mid threes all the way down to like high ones. Like those are huge percentage changes. So I would just say, yeah, it looks pretty flat, but maybe don't let it fool you. It certainly is moving day to day quite frequently. All right, folks, I hope you had a happy hump day, and I hope you finish the week off strong ahead, and I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.